Hey guys, how are you? I know it's been a while, I always say that, but I'm back. And I'm gonna do a reading today. I'm just gonna check the overall energy in this reading. I'm gonna try not to keep it too long because I know sometimes I tend to like go crazy with my readings. So I was gonna start with this new deck. This is the like grandma postcard, granny postcard deck. Really interesting because these were actually real postcards at one time. So, and they're just kind of really different takes on the tarot. And that's why I like to have so many different decks, because people are always like, well, why do you have so many decks? The reason why is because certain decks just have different, like that person who created that deck has a different sort of perspective on and their own interpretation of the card. And they put things in the pictures, which helps, for us to kind of channel more messages. So the first card that came out is the Empress. So collective, you or someone you're dealing with is an Empress. And I put notes on here, but basically everything in your life is soon going to get off the ground. Okay. And it's going to be resolved and it's going to be successfully executed. It can also indicate fertility, so be careful if you don't want any children or you're not trying to be like fertile, but it could also be talking about like just fertility in your life, like the things in your life being fertile. Let's see. Yeah, it also Empress is very spiritual. There's a lot of strength. You have a lot of patronage and good luck. So if you have a business, people are really not patronizing, that you have a lot of patronage, people who are being your clientele, regularly visiting your business, regularly paying you. And if you don't have your own business, then it's just like wherever you're working, your work is flowing well, everything is going well, everything is fertile in your life. So that's good. So I'm going to do two piles. I'm going to do the collective, and I'm going to do the pile of the people that like might be bringing challenges or might be in karmic energy, okay? So let's see what's going on with the karmic energy. Empress. Now, even if you're a man, you can be an Empress energy, which is like what I was saying. Things are fertile for you. Things are growing in your businesses. Everything is like flourishing, and you have a spiritual connection, which is helping you, okay? Okay, so Eight of Swords in reverse. So the karmic is trying to get out of their head. Whoever is like in this energy, they're very stressed out. They feel like they're can you see the card? They feel like their parade is being rained on, like things are just raining down. It's like coming from heaven. Like I feel like this is karmic. Well, Eight of Swords talks about kind of like being in your head, being stuck, but you're really not stuck, but you're mentally stuck. Because see how all this water is just going on their head? All this person has to do is get out of the chair, because it's just like a shower over their head. But they're so bogged down and stuck in their mind that they can't free themselves from this energy, okay? And they're angry. Cats hate water, so maybe this person could even be having plumbing problems, water problems, flooding problems. It's just like they're very irritated. They're very frustrated in their head. But it was in reverse, so I think they're trying to get out of their head. They're realizing they're their own worst enemy. Whoever's karmic, anyone who's just causing issues in your life. They want to, I'm going to put that in reverse. They want to come out of that energy, and I think they're starting to realize like they're way too much in their head. Okay, so Seven of Wands in reverse. So you guys, Seven of Wands talks about, well, it's just sort of like being defensive and being like these cats look like they're kind of in a predicament, because this cat is so big that he's caused the things to get out of balance and the teeter-totter. So now this guy up here is stuck in the air, and the other cats are just like, basically looking at him like, okay, you're too big, so it's not going to balance it. So basically, because it's in reverse, I think you've had issues collective. My collective are the people that resonate with what I'm saying, who are spiritually based and who are more divine, and they make decisions based on the good of humanity rather than just like their greed. Like they're more in the seven virtues than the seven deadly sins, right? The seven deadly sins are greed, lust, slothfulness, which is laziness, um, uh, pride, wrath. Oh my gosh. Greed, lust, pride, slothfulness, wrath, uh, pride, and I think I said pride. There's another one. I always miss one of them. But they're in that energy, those kinds of energies. So, but you're more into the virtues, which is like patience, temperance, balance, charity, faith is the top thing. Like if you want to be in virtuous energy, you first have to start by having faith in God and a higher power. So anyway, in the past, I feel like you've been kind of like stuck at the bottom. Everyone's looking at you for answers like, hey, what are we going to do? How are we going to get this person up and get this balance going on? So, but it's in reverse. So I think this is ending. Like you're figuring out how to bring balance, how to solve your problems, how to not be stuck in energy that's just overwhelming to you or problematic. Like you're starting to really, as an empress, solve your own problems. Interestingly enough, the first card is an empress cat, and that's a cat, and then these cats. So, and these cats are dark. You see how these cats are like well dressed and in color, and they look very happy. And these cats kind of look like dark black and white. Like these are people in your life who've been very sort of closed-minded. They're just stuck. They only think one way. They're not creative. They don't use their spiritual gifts. Everything in life is black and white. They don't know how to think outside the box. And they don't look like they're nurturing each other. They just look like, okay, well, we're stuck, so what do we do? You know, and they're all just kind of looking at each other. And they're kind of blaming this one person instead of taking responsibility or saying, okay, well, maybe we should put this guy up there and then it will balance it out. You know what I'm saying? Like they're out of balance in their negativity and their black and whiteness. Like there's no color in their world, but you bring color to the world. So, you know, but people maybe have tried to paint you out as like somebody who can't solve their problems, somebody who's not successful, somebody who, but in reality, this is in reverse. So you have come out of this black, dull into a more colorful, you know, life, colorful situations. You are flourishing more and more in the light than you used to be because everything was kind of gray in the past, maybe difficult, out of balance, but you've nurtured yourself as the Empress. You might have a child or a pet that's helped you a lot, and you've nurtured this too, right? Okay, so now for the karmic energy, let's see. Ace of Wands in reverse. So like, yeah, this in love could just be like this. The karmics around you or the people who are causing difficulties and drama in your life are basically having problems in love. They're losing opportunities in love. They're just like feeling because this is the winter and there's all these crows, so it's like they might be feeling like everything is dying in their life around them because in that bright, like this lady is still smiling and she's still happy and she's still feeling like, you know, Ace of Wands is it's also kind of a phallic thing too, you know, because look at those trees, very phallic. And the lady's looking and she's like, you know, look at this phallic thing I got. But she's turned away from it a little bit, but this is in reverse. So this could be like also possibly certain partners who aren't performing in bed very well, because this can be a sign of impotency, but it can also be impotency in projects, every aspect of your life, because when you're basically things just aren't working for these people. Okay. And there's like death energy around them. The skies are blue, but it's in reverse. So it's like there's no blue skies. She's bundled up warm and cozy. So these people are like feeling cold. There's coldness in their relationships. There's coldness in their life. Their work is cold. Like they just feel like impotent, like things aren't, it's whatever they really need to work to make other people happy, they're not able to accomplish anything. Their goals are just not getting off the ground, and they're stuck because they've been in this mental, state where they feel like the world is like they have a cloud over them, just raining down on them. But they just don't realize all they have to do is just get up out of this chair, which they're just trying to come out of their head, trying to get that rain off of them. But at the end of the day, things are not like performing, exploding in their life. They're not having that warm, delicious feeling and that, intimacy. They're lacking intimacy. And they're frustrated sexually. A lot of them could be frustrated sexually. Yeah, but you are the Fool card. You want a new beginning. And look at this guy. He's out here, out in the middle of nowhere, but he has a nice suit. He's ready to go. He doesn't have a lot in his pockets, okay? He's not like super rich, but because they're empty, he knows he's going to take that leap of faith, get off this little thing he's on. He rolled up his pants and he's ready to do the work and take that leap of faith to get back on shore, because he has his suit, so he can fill his pockets back up and, engage in new opportunities. So this is what I feel like you guys are doing. There might be a new opportunity coming with a man in your life, or it could be a man who is having new opportunities coming to him, the collective, if you're my collective. And you're looking like, should I jump? Should I take this leap of faith? But ultimately, you know that you don't want to stay stuck. So you're going to take this leap of faith, right? Because you're in your Empress energy, and you know that you have God on your side and you're ready for new beginnings. Okay, I'm going to get 4 cards each, and then I'm going to clarify with my card. So the karmics, yeah, they're upset because this is the world. The angels are calling some kind of completion to cycles. So whatever they had going for them, and it's in the shape of a heart. So this could be love, people that loved ones. There can be completions and endings of cycles with loved ones. They might even actually be praying and asking their angels, even though a lot of them don't even really believe that much in God, I'm getting the feeling. But we'll clarify it in a minute. But basically, things are coming to an end. There's a completion of cycles. The karmics, things are ending for them. They're just not getting far because, like I said, this is like the impotency card, and then like they're trying to get out of their head, but they're so stuck mentally that they're starting to realize that their problems stem from their own thoughts, but slowly. And they're definitely, things are just not progressing. They're not working. They're not firing. I mean, they're not getting new opportunities. Things are not sparking, moving. They're not performing. They might be performing poorly at work, in the bedroom, in their relationships, whatever. And they wish this would come to an end. This lack of getting anything off the ground or whatever, getting anything up. They want to be up on the wheel. I don't think they are. I think they're down on the wheel. Some of them are praying. They're also desperate for their relationships to improve. But it's an end of the cycle of love. And it could be endings for a lot of things. Jobs. Ending for anything in their life that they want to be more, productive. Okay, last card for the collective. The moon in reverse. So yeah, this talks about secrets coming out. They're no longer, things are no longer hidden from you. You are seeing the truth. You're intuitive with the moon. You might be a Pisces or have Pisces in your chart. In this picture, you see this cat is trying to escape with all the eggs secretively, but the other cat's like, wait, do you need all those eggs? Can you share with me? So I just feel like, because it's in reverse, I feel like you guys are sharing, but other people want to know, what are your, they want you to share with them your secrets and the things that you do that make you successful, the things that, what are your secrets? How do you handle all these, and are able to be so abundant and have so much and get so much done? They might be spying on you from afar, so they're watching you. They're watching you, but these secrets are protected because it's in reverse. I feel like there are secrets that might come out, but I think it's not your secrets. I think it's the karmic secrets, things that people are trying to hide from you and take from you. They're not going to be able to do it but they're still watching to see, how do you do it? How do you get all this? How do you get the bag? What is your secret? What is your special formula? How do you move and make things happen? What is so magical about you, collective? Okay. Now, one more card for the karmics. Of course, 2 came out. Yeah, 4 of Swords. So they're just feeling kind of like King of Cups in reverse. For one thing, King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this card's really interesting because, when you think of a King of Cups, he's a really good father. Somebody who's very nurturing, loving, helps his wife, comes home from work but still loves his kids, loves to be nurturing and sensitive, and he's the sweetheart, he's the one, and he's more intuitive than other and very more emotional and has deep emotions. But it's in reverse. So whoever the karmic is either dealing with, this could be a Pisces. Yeah, King of Cups, I think, is Pisces, or any kind of water sign, actually. But it's this person is not being generous to their kids. This is somebody, because it's in reverse, not being generous with their kids. This might be someone who works all day and just doesn't, or works all the time and doesn't feel the need to make his kids a priority. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is the King of Cups in reverse is someone who's very emotional. They can't control their emotions. They're sort of not sensitive. They're insensitive. They don't really care. They're kind of apathetical. They're not generous and giving. They're just kind of in their feelings, kind of more in victim mentality. They're kind of insecure. So the karmic is dealing with an insecure person who's actually not a very good parent, not very generous, not professional. Maybe they don't even have a professional job. Yeah, and then 4 of Swords. I don't know why, for whatever reason, I'm not. It's rest. Like the karmic feels like they need a vacation and they need to rest and they need to just get away, and like they want a vacation, but they're looking back and it's like they can't even rest and enjoy their life or sleep because they're so worried about what collective is doing. And they're sitting trying to act like, oh, I'm easy breezy, but they're really looking back at the shore, looking back behind them to see what collective is doing, what my collective is doing, and they're sort of spying. And they're like, how can I rest when I have to compete, when I have to like one up the collective, when I have to find out their secrets, when they're trying to find out your secrets, but they're not able to because this is in reverse. So like the moon is like usually secrets coming out, but I feel like your secrets, you're being kind of secretive, you're moving a little bit more in silence. So people don't really know necessarily what's going on with you. Like you only share tidbits of what you want them to know, right? Okay, I'm going to clarify all these cards now with my cards, my little baby pink cards. Aren't they cute? I made them. No telling what will come out. And some of them come out blank because they got mixed in here. So if it's blank, it's just blank. Okay, so when I clarify the Empress, it says pay attention to who is making requests versus demands. So this is what you're doing, collective. You're nurturing your projects, your children, maybe you have cats, your pets, or just, you know, whatever. But you're paying attention to who is making requests versus demands. If people are making demands and they're being really demanding and domineering, you're paying attention to that and you're cutting that out. Sorry, I'm drinking this godforsaken Chinese herbal stuff that tastes awful, but it's really helping me. I went to acupuncture because I was having some issues. I swear by acupuncture. Guys, if you have health problems, go to a really good acupuncturist, they'll work miracles. Miracles. Like I was in so much pain one day I could barely even, I was just like, oh my God, this is terrible. And I went in there and within that afternoon, I was doing much better. And within my like the second time I went in, I had no pain. So just consider acupuncture, okay? But they also give you like Chinese herbs to help you. So maybe someone needs to hear that. But yeah, so you need to just pay attention if someone's making a request and asking you nicely versus if they're making demands. And I think you're not allowing people to be so demanding on you. You've pulled back that kind of, you know, thing. Whereas before someone demanded something of you, you might just be like, okay, yeah. And now you're like, no, if you request and ask nicely, maybe, but I'm not just going to be forced through demand. You know what I'm saying? It says more light is required. Here. Still say more light's required. Okay. Well, I hope y'all can see me. Okay, hilarious. So that is basically this whole situation with the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is like somebody also is, I think it's like they're feeling kind of like defensive. They're feeling like they're kind of in a pickle. Like they just they don't know how to get this guy who's stuck up in the air down because this guy's too big and they can't come up with the balance here. And it's kind of hilarious because it's in reverse. So it's like you've come out of, and you think these people who are in this ridiculous, you're just looking at that going, okay, this isn't that hard to fix. But these people who are karmics can't fix these kind of situations, but you can. But you think you're starting to learn how to just laugh at things instead of taking them serious. Like you think things are hilarious right now, okay? And that is funny. That's true because today I was just having I was just cutting up here all day laughing, watching these YouTube things. And then I got on AI because Meta, which is like Instagram, has AI. And so I started asking questions to him, like getting the AI. Getting to these hilarious conversations, and I was being really mean to the AI. And it just kept coming back with these funniest stuff ever. I was just having a blast with that. And I was literally rolling, cracking up on the floor. It was so funny. But anyway, so I think you're trying to take the lighter side of life. You're trying to laugh more and like not let things bother you so much, collective. Okay. Clarifying the Fool for my collective. Ooh, yeah. Oh my goodness. A dog that keeps returning to its vomit, which comes from the Bible. I forget the verse, but yeah. So that's why you're going in a new direction. You're taking a leap of faith. You're starting into a whole new direction, journey, new attitude. You're thinking things are more funny. You're paying attention to people who are demanding. You're not going to return back to your vomit like a dog. You're going to just turn away from all the toxic things. And you're taking a leap of faith and you're making a new start. Okay? When you think about, and I got this card because I was talking to this guy the other day that's like, has major addictions, major smoking addictions and stuff. He smokes and drinks a lot. And I was like, yeah, like all this addictive behavior of drinking and smoking or whatever you're doing, addiction is kind of like a dog that returns to its vomit because it's bad for you, and it's gross and it's toxic and your body just got rid of it, but yet you're going to return back to it. So you're going to stop returning back to people that you've purged out of your life. You're stopping that cycle. That karmic cycle of returning back to your things that don't serve you, things that you're trying to get rid of. You don't return back to that because it's your body already rejected it. So leave it there. Don't go eat it back. Don't return to it like a dumb dog. That's why there's cats in this reading instead of dogs. Okay, let's clarify the Moon card for the collective. Accumulating karmic debt. So because this card is in reverse, I think that the people who've kept secrets from you, who are trying to be sneaky, who are trying to hoard things, and maybe, it feels like you watched people like steal and take things from you, and they thought they were being all secretive and they were not going to get caught. But see, the moon is shining down and this other cat is seeing this. So the secrets are coming out. And the people who have kept secrets from you and done things in a secretive, sneaky way are accumulating a lot of karmic debt. Maybe in the past you had accumulated karmic debt, but I think you're overcoming it. I think your karmic debt is coming to an end. Okay, let's check now for the karmic, starting with Eight of Swords in reverse. Which is like kind of like being stuck in your head, feeling like, uneasy about things, fear, worry, constant worry. So the karmics are tired. They're tired of being so worried and in their head, okay? Yeah, really ambitious about meeting your set goals. So they want to meet their goals. They want to get more ambitious, but they're stuck in their head and they don't know how to change their thinking, because since they can't change their thinking, they're not able to be ambitious about meeting and setting goals, okay? Because it's in reverse. The Seven of Wands. Was it Seven of Wands? 8 of Wands? Yeah, no, I'm sorry, 8 of Wands. Yeah, and then, let's see, wants or tries to provoke you and annoying. So this is probably why things are not working for them, because they try to provoke you. They want to annoy you. So things are in reverse. Things are not, performing. Things are not going as planned. Things are very difficult. They're having a hard time at work with work projects, home projects, maybe selling a home, buying a home, decorating a home. Like things just every time they turn around are just not going well. And they also, this is partly because they did want to try to provoke and annoy you. And they've been doing it for years, these karmic people. People that mean you no good. And I feel like there's judgment being called on that. But express yourself in a strong, confident manner. Yeah. So see, this is part of the world in the cycle that's ending, is that they do not know how to express themselves in a strong and confident manner. And because they have been weak, and because they've been provoking and annoying you, and they see that you're really ambitious about meeting and setting your goals, but they don't know how to do it because they're too stuck in their head. See, their head is just being rained down on. I think they could even, some of these people have some mental illness, depression, or they just can't get their head to focus, But you are expressing yourself in a strong, confident manner. They want to end this cycle and be able to do this. But, because the King of Cups in reverse, that's just somebody who's like clingy, needy, insecure, not a good father, really emotional in their feelings. They're not controlling their emotions well. Yeah, they're on the wrong path. So the karmics are realizing they're on the wrong path, which is why they can't be really ambitious about meeting and setting goals. They don't know how to do that. Okay, they know you're doing that, but they're having a hard time doing that. And they're provoking and annoying you. And yeah, they don't know how to express themselves in a strong and confident manner because they lack self-esteem. Okay? Especially if it's a Pisces. Pisces are a water sign, I would say, really, any kind of water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And also really Cancer, because Cancer rules family and kids and stuff. And then this is a dad with all these children wanting his attention, but yet if it's in reverse, so it's like he's not feeding them, he's not helping, he's not balancing work and home very well at all. Okay, so, and then Four of Swords talks about rest. So how did the karma is asking themselves, how did I get there? Okay, how did I get here? How did I get here? How did I get to the point where I need to rest? But yeah, I'm trying to rest, but I'm still looking back. You see how she's looking back? Watching you, collective, being concerned with what you're doing instead of, and maybe just in their life, they're like, how did I get here? Like what? Because I don't know how to be ambitious. I don't know how to set goals. They don't know how to be, confidence. They lack confidence, okay? And they're on the wrong path. And they can't figure that out for whatever reason, okay? Because they're too busy provoking and annoying you to get on their right path. And they're having issues. Some of them are having impotency if they're males. If they're women, they're lacking sex drive, or they're just if they're having sex that's kind of unfulfilling, it's not as exciting as it used to be. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. I'll get one more card for each, just clarification for you, collective, and then I'm going to end it, and one more clarification for the karmics. So, Spirit. For you, yeah, you are medicine for the soul. And I think you've been doing things to help, bring in things that are medicine for your soul. But I think when the people that you're around, you do give medicine to others' souls, okay? You bring light to the world. You heal people. You connect with people on a soul level. You don't keep things just light. And you're an angel who's here to heal, who's here to help. You can probably sometimes heal even more than doctors, just your touch in some ways, because, or whatever, people in the medical field, like you have a healing mind, healing touch, and a healing way of thinking. But also Spirit is saying do things and do practices and health practices that will also, don't just focus on medicine for your body, focus on feeding your soul. What things feed your soul? Well, it can be all kinds of things, things that make you happy, things that bring out your inner child, things that bring you joy, like if you like fishing, being in nature, doing yoga, exercising, drinking water, maybe adding lemon to your water, eating fruits of all the different colors of the chakras to help balance it, breathing, meditating, spending time with animals, your pets, organizing your house, cleaning out your house. All these things that raise your vibration, bouncing on a trampoline, also, believe it or not, or even just jumping up and down raises your vibration a lot, because that movement really can realign and bring energy into you. Okay, so one more card for the karmics, and I'm going to end this, guys. Just know the karmics be karmic, and they're acting crazy. I think some of them are doing mad black magic. Like, some of them are, I think, even, I don't know, like, some of them I really do think are doing like voodoo doll type stuff, like ridiculous, like kitchen magic, crazy stuff. Okay, yeah. See, the karmics need to work on self-reflection and growth. They're refusing to grow. And this is coming to an end, because I feel like the universe is going to make these karmic people either grow and self-reflect, or just leave them to their own devices, and not, like, their spirit team's just going to kind of give up on them. I mean, not fully give up on them, but like not really, they keep trying to get the karmic's attention to change, to self-reflect, to grow, to go on the spiritual journey. And it's like, even the spirit team is like, okay, like, this is an angel's like praying, like, please let these karmic people grow. Let them see the error of their ways. Let them set goals. Let them get out of their mind. Let them express themselves and be more confident. Have them start working on themselves instead of trying to annoy and provoke other people. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, they're feeling stuck. Karmics are feeling very stuck right now. And they're disturbed because they see you over here in the Empress energy, which is just the fertile, making things grow, doing well financially, expressing yourself, being medicine for the soul for other people, watching the karmic accumulate karmic debt while they're basically have already paid off their karmic debt, or their karmic debt is coming to an end. The collective watching me. Unless you're a karmic watching me, but yeah, and you have stopped being a dog that returns to their vomit, but you're watching the karmic do that because they're stuck. They're stuck in the cycle. But you've broken that pattern because you took that leap of faith. Okay? So, and you're paying attention to people who are demanding versus requesting. So you're setting boundaries. You're learning how to say no to people who are like, how did I get here? Well, they got there because they made bad decisions. And when you make bad decisions, it doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you stuck. It makes you, less confident. It makes you wonder, how did I get here? Okay? It makes you want to provoke and annoy other people because you don't want to face your issues and grow. You don't want to have to conquer your demons. And yeah, that's why the karmics don't want to self-reflect and grow, because it's too much work. They want all the reward with no work. It's like the grasshopper and the ant. And the ants worked hard all summer while the grasshopper was out playing his banjo and having fun. And then when wintertime came and they warned him, hey, you need to help us because it's going to be a cold winter. Oh, I'll be fine. And then it got cold and the grasshopper's knocking on the ant's house and they don't want to let him in, because why should they allow somebody who hasn't done the work into to come take their abundance and come take all the good fortune that God is giving them and the universe is giving them for doing the work. I'm talking about spiritual work. I'm talking about shadow work. really forgiving people, letting things go that don't serve you. I'm not saying you can't have fun and joke around about things and be kind of like, but you're not being revengeful about things. You're letting things go. You're sending these people away with love, okay? But the karmic needs to learn to self-reflect and grow, and they're refusing to do it, which is why they feel stuck. And I think the karmics are craving the medicine which you provide to their soul, but you don't want to accumulate their karmic debt. And if you get involved with their craziness and all the nonsense, you are going to get their karmic debt. Or it could affect you. You probably wouldn't take all of it on, but anytime you're around a karmic person who's acting in double energy, like I told you, greedy, selfish, prideful, angry all the time, lazy, overindulging, lustful, all I think is about is sex, which I think is going on with the karmics because Ace of Wands refers to sex and the phallic symbols, and it's in reverse. So I think some of these men who have sex is all they care about, I think some of them are having performance issues, and I think it's it's part of their karmic debt that they've accrued from screwing around with everybody and not caring and leading people on and not treating people well. And I think some of them think that you could heal this. Maybe you could, but you don't want to because you're letting the cycles end with these karmic people. The cycle, the world, this is the end to this for you. Okay, so let me get a couple of angel cards and I promise I'm done. I'm always like, let me get another card because it's already 40 minutes in. Okay. Holy Spirit, what do our angels want to tell the collective? I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing great. It's been a weird week, but anyways, whatever. King of Earth, prosperous, generous, and successful. Yeah, your angels say you're going to be prosperous, generous, and successful. Or if you're a male, I think you are going to be the king of the earth, prosperous, generous, and successful. If you're a woman, you might have someone like this coming into your life or already in your life, a very prosperous, generous, and successful man. And also, you collective man or woman, you are successful, prosperous, and generous. And because you're so generous, more keeps coming back to you. Because as you give, you create a vacuum for more to come to you. That's why the Bible says, give and you shall receive. And with what measure you give, you receive. Listen, when you hold on and you're stingy, you always stop the flow of money, because for money to flow, you have to get rid of money for it to come back. You have to create a vacuum to suck in more. So when you hold on to all your money and you think you're helping yourself, but you're actually stopping the flow of money. Very interesting thing. So your angels say, let the money go. Like if you're at a restaurant, tip more than 20%, tip a little bit more, just add a little bit more. Think about that person and how that could help them get extra gas, or it could give them, maybe their kids need something in school, and that's like the prayer that they've been praying for, and you could be the answer to that prayer by being generous. Okay, donate to SPCA. If you can't donate money, you can always donate time at the food bank. You can go volunteer to help hand out food. You don't always have to make it money, because I know some people's finances are tight and they can't always give money. I'm aware of that. But if you want to give money, you can do that. If you can't, then there's other things you can do. You can take your elderly neighbor soup, or you can go buy them dinner and deliver it to their house, or you could give them a ride to the hospital. You can do other things, because that's still giving, and it will come back to you 10 times over. Okay, so let's see, what else do the angels have for the collective? Partnership, commitment, reconciliation, 2 of water. So some of you guys are going to have partners coming in. Some of you might get a commitment from someone. And then others of you could be reconciling with someone. Could be family members, but Two of Cups usually means like lovers, generally speaking, I think. But it could be just reconciliation. Sorry, my phone. You know, with someone. Okay? And Six of Fire, yeah, you're going to have success ultimately, collective. You're going to have success, recognition, and your self-esteem is going up. The karmic self-esteem, not going so well. Let's get a card, an angel card for the karmic. Yeah, they have to work on their confidence, passion, and being more adventurous. And they also, the karmic, some of them feel like they've invested in the wrong thing. They don't have the patience, and they're kind of assessing their life. They're looking, wanting things to grow, but there's a halt to it because of that Ace of Wands in reverse. But their spirit guides are working, and their angels are working on the karmics to try to get them to become divine. So they're at that kind of critical point. I think a lot on the planet, there's spiritual warfare going on, and collective, who are the divine, are doing what they're supposed to be doing, but the karmics are not, and they're kind of at that crossroads where it's like they're running out of time in this lifetime. Now, they could always come back and get it in their next lifetime, but in this lifetime, they're running out of time. And that's what God tells me. So, anyways, that's your message. I love you guys. Sorry it's been so long. I've just had a lot going on as usual. All right, take care. I love you guys. Namaste.